guys, Morgan here, and today we're going to do part 3 of introducing my imaginary friends. So, as you'll know if you've seen my past 2 videos on this channel, I have 1,000+ imaginary friends. The last 2 I've introduced have been a dragon and a wizard, so this time we're just going to do a regular human. This human's name is Raven Stillman. Raven Stillman was born December 31st, 2009 in New York City, New York. Growing up, she and her parents and her 3 older brothers lived on the less ritzy side of Manhattan. Since her mother was into bird watching, her and all 3 of her siblings have bird names. And last year, her family kind of got split up because her father abandoned the family. So that would have put her other 3 siblings, and her mom in poverty, had the rest of my imaginary friends not stepped in. Now, Raven became my imaginary friend when she met my imaginary friend Michelle Bachman at a concert for this band called Senses Fail. Raven basically came up to Michelle and complimented her old school emo / scene kid haircut, which Raven also had, by the way. Yeah. After that, the 2 of them got to talking after the concert, and Michelle kinda saw her younger self in Raven, so after getting her parents' permission, Michelle took Raven to see me. And she seemed like a nice kid with good taste in music, so we became friends. Raven is extremely close with Michelle Bachman, who she views as something of a mentor figure. The 2 of them can be found playing video games and talking about bands they like. Matilda Black often joins them in this as well. Also, she's very close with her childhood friends who also joined our group, including Maria Liu, Abigail Azarola, Valentina Lopez, and Kathy Hardy. She got together with them in junior high because they all kind of felt like outcasts at the time. Because of her connection to Michelle Bachman, Raven was able to make her dreams of playing in a post-hardcore band a reality. She actually sings both harsh and clean vocals and plays guitar in a post-hardcore band called Fly Raven Fly with Matilda Black on bass and another imaginary friend named Cassio on drums. When on tour, she likes to go to every art museum in every city she visits, pretty much. Raven absolutely loves art, to the point of having a ton of surrealist paintings hanging up in her room. She also loves music, books, movies, and video games, particularly shooting and fighting games. Her favorite types of music originally included post-hardcore, pop-punk, metalcore, and emo only, but as she became friends with us and we started introducing her to stuff, she got into other types of music as well, including other types of punk, other types of rock, other types of metal, as well as certain types of rap, particularly Memphis rap, horrorcore, and experimental hip-hop, and as well as the more abrasive side of electronic music, and industrial, of course. So, yeah, her favorite types of books, though, are horror, thriller, mystery, true crime, science fiction, and fantasy. And her favorite types of movies include science fiction, horror, thriller, action, and superhero movies. She also likes to skateboard a lot, which I guess makes sense considering she's emo. Another thing Raven is really into is politics. She absolutely loves talking about politics. She identifies as an anarcho-capitalist and hopes to register as a libertarian when she's old enough to vote. And she's read all the great libertarian scholars like Mises and Friedman, among others. She's also a big believer in the idea that right-wing and left-wing libertarians should team up and overthrow the government together. Thankfully, she's not as obsessed with debating politics as a lot of libertarian types tend to be. In fact, she's usually pretty laid back and funny, though she can get moody and angry sometimes. Other interesting facts about Raven are that even though she's an average student and can be pretty lazy when it comes to doing things she doesn't want to do, she is surprisingly ambitious and also quite intelligent. She discovered emo music thanks to TikTok, and actually used to make videos on there before she decided she wanted to make longer content on YouTube. And finally, even though she's underage, when the adults aren't in the room and she's at a party, she does smoke some weed every once in a while with her friends. And that's my video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Morgan, these are my imaginary friends, and I'm out.